This is really quite spacious. Okay, so how do you organize this space?
There is no organization.
I mean, like, I guess like there's one section that is like for bigger plants, right? And then one section is maybe for Anthurium, for Monstera, and then like seedlings, right? And then one area is for newer plants, and one area is for
it's true, but it's kind of like a little bit, I don't know, sometimes I just move things around constantly because they all changing shape, sizes, and some of the leaf will grow a little bit to the left, to the right, so I just kind of like have to move them around.
Yeah, and I feel like this is like the best part of the hobby, is that you can you just like always be moving things around, keep yourself busy.
Yeah, it's true. So some of all of the fresh import definitely in the bin, right? Because I need to quarantine them, put them in the bin, until they kind of like maybe about a week or 2 weeks, and then after they're done in the bin, then they can graduate to be on the outside.
I love it's like a school.
Yes, after they graduate to the left side, or to the left side or our left side, that is when they're ready to be to be sold.
Oh, okay,
and of course there's always like a couple of trays or a bin that is they need more time, or kind of like struggling. I always have that. So whenever you receive any new shipment, it will never be perfect 100%. So you always need to put some work.
Like I recently was asking people about humidifiers. And mine humidifier needs to be refilled every half a day.
Oh,
and
gosh,
so it's so small.
How big is that one?
It is very small. It's like, I don't know, like 5 liter. I don't know, like small. Okay. Very small. 6 liter. I don't know.
Yeah, this is not that big. I think this is either 7 or 8.
Oh. But no, then mine must be like so small. Mine's probably like 2 liter. I don't know, 2 liter.
It would take me like maybe 8 or 9 days to refill it. It lasted. It's also because the space itself keep all the humidity in.
Okay.
So it's good. This is a good tent, so it keeps all the humidity in.
Oh. Okay. So this is like kind of like a statement piece. What is this?
Which one? Oh, that is my HURC.
HURC. Oh, is it the one that I gave you pollens for? And then like...
Yes, and it did not.
Oh,
it did not.
My God.
So now it gives me... So I've been pollinated 3 times. Failed all 3 times. So I am wondering if this is infertile.
Nah, I think it's just not like happy, I guess. Not happy yet.
I don't know. I just get a little bit more concerned that is the... well, a lot of people told me maybe because it's the temperature swing.
Oh. Because it was winter, and winter was super cold, right?
Yeah, so it could be like they complaining about the temperature or what, but because the plant itself seems pretty healthy, and it keeps sending me inflow.
This is the biggest inflow. Like it looks like a scorpion's tail.
Do you want to measure how tall this
This is like, it's about, like I'm like 5'9", and this is probably like 6'5", I think. I don't know. This is so. The story is that I gave some of the BVEP pollens to Lina, and then it just didn't happen, sadly. And she tried to do this again with, is it with self-pollination? Have you tried self-pollination?
Oh, I did it. Who gave me pollen? Oh gosh, I cannot remember. I remember one more time I got it from my own pollen here. Sulfate. I tried to sulfate. Also did not happen.
Oh no.
There was one time though, it did happen. It's open. So I did not know who impregnated it, but it did showing all this inflow. start having all the bumpy,
Mm-hmm.
but I accidentally broke off the inflow, and that's it.
Oh my!
Since then, I have never seen it. Yeah,
You did not.
I did. I did. That was
my
a
gosh,
big mistake.
guys! Even this stupid dying leaf looks amazing. It looks so pretty. It looks as though it's like it's variegated. It's amazing. And this is the new leaf. Wow, this is so huge. You guys, like, this is a huge. So, do you get this much smaller, or like you got this at like
I did
about this size?
You mean a smaller one?
I mean, no, like, do you get this plant or you grow it out, or?
Oh yes, I got it when it was only about yay big, about this size. I would say about this size. About
and then
this size.
You grow it to this?
About 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years. And yeah, like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is that 2.5 years, I got the King of Spades already too. It wasn't popular. Like, not a lot of people wanted.
Yeah.
People, I think at the time, people wanted more dog block.
More dog block. Or maybe more dark and velvety type, right?
Dog block, like bevab, dress, a lot of
dress Larry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
poppy. Maybe a lot of
yeah. So there was 2.5 years ago, puppy was still like
a big thing.
A big thing.
Deal.
And then KOS didn't have its moment. And now it is like the age of like
I keep
King
getting
of Spades.
almost every day I get message from people, oh, do you have HU King of Spades? I'm like, oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
now it's just making that.
Now, like, King of Spades is like the pup.
Like, if you are Anthurium lovers,
yes,
that is one of the essential.
I feel like it's so funny because it feels like, oh, if you love Anthurium, you have to get a pup.
That's
But now it's switched, right?
Yes.
Now it's like if you're into this plant, like this is like a must have. Like, get this first, get others later.
It's
right?
It's just like it's also like plant is one of those things. Every year there's a trend, right? So what will be the 2025 trend?
Yeah.
So what do you think is gonna be 2025? Do you have any idea or prediction?
Well, is this a Carla?
Yes.
Yes. What Carla is this? Is it a special Carla?
This is RA3.
RA3. Is it? Do you think it's gonna be a year of Carla, or Carla was?
I think Carla is already in.
I think Carla it's already a little bit. Last year, I don't know.
Last year, I think this year is still very hot. Everybody's still looking for Carla.
I know, but is it like like it's like it reached a peak and then I don't know.
I have a feeling Carla's still at the peak.
It's still quite good. It's still a good investment. It's a good investment.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is so pretty. This is it's just a super silver.
This is super silver. But it's quite a drama queen.
Oh.
That's why I can only keep one leaf at a time.
Guys, but this is like so nice. Just really nice. Okay, so there's this shelf that's right by the door. Do you want to just give us some forgetty eye?
This is just a regular forgetty eye. One of my first forgetty eye that I got.
Wow. And then this is a is it the G?
No, this is a poppy. It's a blue poppy.
Oh, blue pop. So is it Indonesian?
This is not Indonesian. This is for Ecuador.
Okay.
This is the blue poppy Ecuador.
Because I thought blue pop is a very Indonesian thing.
Yes, there's also a blue pop from Indonesia. Is that one?
Wait,
this one.
This one?
Yeah, this is my blue pop, I believe. I cannot even remember anymore. Yeah, this is the blue pop from Indonesia.
From Indonesia.
And while this is a mutation of
this looks like the SP
That's what
whatever.
you think. A spin-off?
No,
Definitely
is
not.
it? No.
No, this is my mutation of Portile, Indo.
Oh, Indo.
This is Indo Portile.
I actually love Indo ports.
Yeah.
You know,
So
like,
because it has a little bit of a rot on the bottom of the stem, so I cut all of that stem. That's why right now it's still in the water propagation.
let's see what is in the water.
There is nothing. It's just a regular water.
Well, I mean, the
Nothing
roots are
special.
looking. The roots, at least, it's white,
Yes, the roots is growing.
right?
So it's about time for me to actually repot it. I just
Okay.
haven't got the time.
So do you report so from water? Do you put it in moss
In
or
moss and perlite.
in
after
moss
that.
and perlite?
Yeah. But I think this one, because it's not fresh import, I'm gonna just immediately.
No, I feel this looks so good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna just
know.
put it in my regular chunky.
One thing I noticed, like, you have very high standards for what is roots. What is roots? Like, she's like, oh, this is barely rooted, and then like it's like so many roots. Okay. Since we're on King of Spades, let's look at some King of Spades stuff.
Okay. Not on this. Oh, this is the HU butterfly, King of Spade butterfly.
Ooh.
This one is already sold, so I just need to ship it.
So, butterfly means what?
Butterfly just means the sinus is somewhat more open or flat.
And is it rarer?
Yes, because every batch of, so they are kind of like a mutation from a regular HU. So from every 100 seedling, they say they probably will find one that has that flat sinusy. So that's when they pull it out.
Okay.
So sometimes, even though when they try to cross HU butterfly mature, all the seedling may not be butterfly.
Okay.
Some of them will revert back to regular HU.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So this is one.
About that.
Yeah, this is also another HU butterfly.
Wow. Okay, so this, I really like this one. Says like there's a nice shade.
The color.
You see, like there's this like iridescence.
Yeah, the color is amazing.
Oh, okay. So this is then the bigger one.
The bigger one is this. So even the form, because this is mutation, there are so many different form of HU butterfly.
And can you give us kind of like idea of like how is it priced?
So usually for the small size that you've seen over here, this one, I will sell it at least 300, if not 350.
And then compared to a size for a normal HU, like
the regular HU, which I already don't have, I ran out. The regular HU is around, depends on the quality. It's around 100 to 155.
Okay, so it's almost double the price.
Yes. So for HU butterfly, at least 275. At least 275 and up. And
or if it's or if it's an ugly one, then like if it's a stump, then
well, yeah, I don't know. You just save it on the side. Sometimes you never know. The new growth point will be like fantastic, beautiful prints. You never know.
Okay.
And the certain HU butterfly is more difficult to get. Those can be 400. The more difficult one, which is the one that has more really, really flat sinus and has that wavy edges.
Wavy edges? I mean, okay, what else is a good King of Spades?
Oh, you know what? I should never say I don't have one. This one, King of Spades.
Oh, okay.
This is a special shape. It's super round. This is the one that Mr. HU pulled it out from the secret stash and gave it to me.
Oh yeah, so in the car, in the introduction, I was telling people that you would go to Indonesia.
Yes.
Like, how do you even know? Like, do you reach out to, like, how do you even know where to go? Indonesia is, I mean, people who haven't been to Indonesia before, like or you don't have any idea.
Yeah.
Indonesia is huge. Like, it's a really, really big country. And there's, like a lot of sellers too.
Correct.
right? So they're as big as like any sellers from other countries or in the US. Like they are really big sellers with big plots of land.
And then we have a lot of islands as well. All these major island, and it seems like every island we have arrowhead growers.
Wow.
So it just that I kind of like just stumble upon it because one of my friend, it's anthurium grower. So when I first get into this, one of my friend is in some agriculture, and he's like, "Why don't you reach out to Mr. Han? He definitely know a lot of people in Bogor area." I was like, "Oh, I never thought about that." Okay, so that's how one thing leads to another, and then here I am basically.
Wow. Okay.
But I have a mutation of that HURC.
HURC.
So that is HURC, the big one. Is round, and this is a mutation, so it's shaped like this.
Yeah, it's actually really oval, sharp, and I like how you can see that the veins they end like very close to the margin of the leaf. You can see for this one as well, right? So it's very odd shape, definitely.
It is,
and I feel like you want to buy things that are like the shape is very exaggerated. Either it's like super round, like the one that you showed us, or like super butterfly, like the heart shape, or very like sharp, like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's kind of like anything has a mutation. I'm kind of like automatically drawn into mutation.
Oh, yes.
So this one is a little bit more in the flat sinusy. This is the butterfly.
Oh.
HU butterfly, more flat sinusy.
I feel like it's even better. It looks, but I can see how the redness is also something that is very unique to the King of Spades, that it has this very nice tone shifting quality as well. Wow, it is really a really nice cup shape. I love that. There's some redness here, which in person you can see more redness. So I love plants that have redness just like remaining. Do you know what's the emergent color?
So the emerging color is like a deep maroon red.
Oh yes, we love,
because it has the red crystal in it. It has red crystallinum in it.
So it is.
So this is MBR Dorayaki MBR cross with red crystal. So that is the mother plant of red tiger, which is a very famous new creation of Mr. Haji Uli.
Oh.
So that is the mother plant.
Do we have a tiger?
I do. It's right behind you.
Oh my god, where is it?
Okay, let me put this. Okay, so this is also, so I'm gonna just show you this one.
This is the red tiger, and in person, okay, so in the camera it looks black, and then you can see the silver. In person it's dark as well, but then these are very pinkish. Even the crystals, I would say they look very pinkish. It's just that it doesn't show on the camera. Wow.
I'm blind, I cannot even see all the details.
So this is a red tiger.
This is red tiger.
A red tiger.
Here's another red tiger. I'm showing you.
A red tiger. I love the name.
This is also ready to be shipped out. They all just holding.
This looks even better.
Yeah.
This looks even better. And this is like a nice new leaf. It's still a little bit soft.
Yes.
And you can really see the velvetyness. Wow, it's so nice. Guys, can we look at the back? Yes. So one thing to know if a plant is going to give you red emergent or not is to see the stem. And when you see that this is very red, it means, well, the leaf is going to be red. So this looks so good. Like, okay, so is this plant kind of like a recent import, or like you have it for a while?
So I had this since Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so it is gonna be about.
Hey, wait, no, not this one. This one is in January. Sorry.
What? January?
Wait, I got all my where's yeah.
Wow.
No, wait, December, because I went there and get it.
Oh.
So I have the pictures of because I got 3 from Mr. HU when I was in Bogor in December. So this is one of the 3. I cannot even remember how many plants I got already.
Oh,
so that
wow.
is the one.
And of course, you're like the queen of import rehab.
I cannot even remember.
It doesn't look like it was shipped like just a few months ago.
Yeah, so this is December. This is the one in November. This is also December, baby. But this one will take a little bit more longer. This is also a red tiger. So somehow this one will need to take a little bit more longer because it got some cold damage during shipping. But I can see at least new roots start coming out.
Yes, so this is a good sign that the plant is happier, that you have roots growing down. And this is what Lina used. This is what she means by you have perlite and moss. Oh my, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. This means that it's like happy. It is trying to seek for nutrients and water, and it's trying to establish itself. So there's Leica at the bottom as well.
Just to help with the drainage, right? Drainage. Because I'm a chronic overwaterer.
Me too.
Jeez.
Me too. And I think moss, like, do you have a hate-love relationship, or like you just think that you love it now, or?
At the beginning, I think it's a little bit difficult to kind of like gauge how much water I need to use with moss. But after trial and error, after you kill several plants, you kind of like, now you learn.
Yeah, I noticed that there's a lot of plants that are in moss. So is this your preferred?
Yes,
method?
I do prepare it because if I need to ship the plant anywhere in US, it's easier to ship.
Oh, yes.
Right? There's no dirt. It's cleaner in a way. With dirt or any other medium, you'll spill. No matter what, there's always a particle that will spill out.
Yes.
And also it's lighter.
Yes, I was gonna say that it is lighter. Too. I mean, if the thing is like, there are people who ship and the moss is so wet.
Yes, so that is another thing. So if it gets too wet, you eventually gonna rot.
Yes, yes. And so like the thing about shipping in the moss is also to make it light. But if you have so much water,
it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
It became like a water bag in the shipping.
Exactly. What else? I did not really see. I told you I have too many stuff. I can't even remember. So
this is a good problem, guys. This is a good problem.
So this is newly just come in. It's like HU. So this is from a secret stash. So Mr. HU has a secret garden. So this is the garden that is normally do not open for public. So all of his favorite seedling, he move it to that location. But every now and then we can kind of like, hey, we need that one from the secret garden, or kind of like, you have something good there that you want to let go of. And
so this is
one of them.
One of them. And I love that the roots are really... So how many days is it in transit?
Let me see. So they leave on Sunday, got here on Tuesday. I received it yesterday. So what, 5 days, 6 days? That's normal.
Yeah, and the roots are looking pretty good. This is like...
Yeah.
And then so what you do is you would put them in water.
For now, I'll put them in water maybe for a couple of days, and then I will move them to moss and perlite. And ready to be sold after it's done.
And then you... so how long do you usually wait? Or do you think that... is there like a minimum, or do you think that you see that there's roots already, you would just...
No matter what, I will wait for 4 weeks at least.
Why 4 weeks?
I don't know. To me, 4 weeks is because sometimes they look nice the first 2 weeks, even though the root looks good, no rot, leaf, foliage, all perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But after 2 weeks, sometimes they can drop.
Oh.
So the first 2 weeks is very critical. So if the first 2 weeks is beautiful, like 80% of chance you're gonna have a healthy plants.
Mm-hmm.
But after that 2 weeks mark, sometimes they can crash.
Okay, guys, like this is the knowledge. This is
They can
like
crash.
this is
Yeah.
what's important. Like, you know, it's not quick and easy.
So that's why if you keep it for another extra 2 more weeks, that total of 4 weeks at least, you definitely know if it's gonna survive or if you're gonna keep getting yellowing and dead on you. And this is a special clarinervium that I got too.
Wow. And this one, where is it from?
So this is also Indonesia. So they call it Clarinervium minahasa.
Minahasa.
Yeah.
Do you think these are easier or harder to establish and rehab?
I will say for Clarinervium,
Mm-hmm.
it's very tricky. I think Clarinervium just hate me in general.
It's hard. Yeah, right? I was like, I hope you say that it's hard because I think it's hard. I think they are hard.
I don't know
Harder.
why. Yeah, everybody always say that, oh, if you want a basic one, have Clarinervium. And I was like,
No,
Clarinervium
it
is
is
supposed
hard.
to be.
Yes, they are hard. Oh my gosh.
But so for other people, that is the easiest way. So I also don't know. So I really don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just different for...
Oh,
different
here's the
people.
other HU cross. HU Warocquenium.
Oh, I have one of these too, but it's not so big yet. So this is HU with the queen.
The queen.
The queen. And where do you get this from?
Also in Indonesia.
Wow, you see, like they really can produce like such beautiful, like amazing combination of traits. You have the flat sinus, you have like nice long leaf, and then you have this thickness of the leaf. And yeah, this is like amazing. Is this the only one that you have?
Second one is sold.
Yeah, why do you not... so when you go and hunt for plants, how do you know how many to get back?
Well, if generally I will just say how many they have, right? And also the price point.
Mm-hmm.
If they give me the price point that is way too high,
Mm-hmm.
I have to think about all my risk as well, right?
Mhm.
During shipment, you don't know if this plant gonna be it's gonna survive or not,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the time the plant just do not like to be shipped, and they will just immediately crapped out in the box.
Yeah.
So, and also during acclimation, I don't know how well this plant gonna acclimate. So I actually bought 4.
Mhm.
I bought 4. 2 of them dead on arrival.
Oh.
So I only got 2 left.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I want to buy more, if they have more stock, maybe not, because I know that the death rate is very high.
Oh, so it's also like experience. Like,
yeah.
okay, what
the
works for
first-
me, bringing it to the US, right? It's not like everything is gonna survive.
Not everything. So every batch that you receive, likely you will have small handful suffer, dead.
It is just
It
how
just-
it is.
it's just
They
how
are
it
alive.
is.
They are alive.
Yeah,
And
it
that's why
is.
they're perishable.
I know. I just start learning what plant that is good for shipment, what plant that just hate to be shipped, like it or not. Anything with dorayaki hate to be imported.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, this is the classic Delta Force. Do you know if this is going to be the next hype plan?
I think it's already kind of like, well, right now it's still in big demand, right? Because for the longest time, Delta Force is like super expensive and
So rare.
yeah, and
They go for 5 digits.
it is. But now with the TC coming, with the TC coming, so it's more affordable. I have this net. Look at this.
So how long do you buy this plant? Like how long ago do you buy this plant?
I got it when it first came out as a TC from Rare Plant Fairy.
Oh,
So what
I
was
know.
it?
I know Jocelyn.
Yeah, was it like beginning of 2024? Is that right? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I think it's the beginning of 2024 when it first. They are one of the first seller with the TC. So I bought it off Monstera X when they have it on sale, and it's like it wasn't happy at the beginning. It lost all of the leaves, but now it's making a comeback.
And this is the one of the few that is not in moss.
Yes.
Do you think it doesn't like moss?
No, it's because after a while, after they're done in their moss and perlite state, I will move them to the regular chunky soil. Because I know this is mine, I'm not going to ship it. Then I will...
So this is your personal plant?
This is my personal plant. So that's another thing. Like if you see anything that is in chunky soil mix, likely it's mine.
Oh, you know, like there are... So the thing is, I feel like in the market, there are many different sellers. There are sellers that just sell. They don't keep the plants, which means that they are sellers who, I don't want to say like it's in it for just the money, like
the pure business, you know, that's the income. That's how they make a living.
That's your income, right? But it's also important to buy plants from people who actually is in the business because they love the plants. And I think there is a difference.
Like it's also a good experience,
you
right?
know how people like, you know, I feel like they treat their plants and ship their plants better if they actually love plants in general.
Yeah, totally agree.
Right.
Totally
then because you're a plant lover, you would also empathize with your customer, right? And then you want them to have a good experience. That's why you ship very well. And then like if there's any problem, you would think like, okay, what if I'm the person getting this plant? And then you would want to do something that is that will make them happy.
You will try your best. Yeah, you will try to best to make it work, right? And or find a solution.
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like if you see plants as just a thing to just sell and get money, you don't feel like the love. There's
no attachment, right?
Yeah,
the love. You're missing that love and care.
Yeah, and then you know, I feel like if you love the plants and then you are selling it to somebody who also love it, you kind of see that person more as like, you know, a plant lover, a fellow like person with the same interest than just, oh, it's just a customer.
Yeah,
you know, just somebody who give me money.
It's like, it's also like, oh my god, thank you. Especially if you bring in new hybrids, right, or new plant that no one knows, and then another person share that same appreciation. Oh my god, this is such a cool plant. That is a completely different feeling.
Yeah, and so yeah, I do want to support people who love the plants they sell. Yes. Wow. Okay, so let's move on to, well, more anthuriums.
Okay, let me move here because this is more tight. So maybe I'll just carry forward. So this is like some...
Wow, what is this?
I have no idea. This is like, supposedly mother is a silver blush purple. So the emergent is really, really purple. But silver blush do not have that closed sinus. But this baby has a closed sinus.
And what about the old leaf? So it's very interesting to watch. But then I can see a little bit of like fuseness at the top already. So this is something that's like very, very...
And this is the sister from the same batch.
So sister, what does it mean?
So
it means that it is
from the same seedlings, from the same batch, from the same inflow.
Oh, so you can see that
that's the difference.
There is some difference, and it's interesting to kind of like watch as they grow. If this is just a one time, or like it's gonna come out.
I'm super confused with this too.
Yeah,
Completely different.
Okay, so how do you know what plant you want to keep? Do you grow it out, or like you already know when you buy it? Like
when I buy it, I already know. So usually I will just ask the grower, show me so and so and so, and then they will give me like 5 or 6. Like here it is. Or like, okay, oh, but there is one that is a special. Either the size is bigger, or there's a slightly different mutation, or this one the color is like this, different than the sibling. Then I know exactly that is the one that I want to keep.
Okay, so you buy that, but then you also buy the siblings to sell.
To sell.
Oh.
Or if they all look about the same, then I'll buy multiple. And when I get here, like I said, some of them may not make it, some of them do make it. Then I will just get one for myself, sell the rest.
At what point do you think that you're keeping too many plants for yourself?
I know, but at the one point when you start, like you don't have a space anymore, that's when you
need to stop.
I kind of I need to start selling.
I think there's space.
They are. So right now there are space, so I'm not worried about it. Well, there's space.
So from the bin you would graduate them to
my god.
here.
Do you want me to pull it to that side so we can see what's inside the bin?
Yeah, if you want to show. Yes.
Like a couple of things in here.
So abracadabra. So what are these?
Like what? All right.
Okay.
Oh, I have this. A clumping kind is a clumping dwarf dorayaki.
Oh, recently I saw one post about people getting this from Australia.
Look at that.
Is this
like how many?
Is this from Indonesia?
Yeah. Okay. So this is from a good friend of we call Mr. Ukai. Mr. Ukai.
Oh, is it UKAY? So I got one of his plants, right?
Yes.
You told me. Okay.
So this is his plant as well that he's been crossing and it get to this dwarf size.
Ooh. So dwarf means that this will stay compact. And it will stay this
leaf.
This size.
Look at this is my thumb and that's a leaf.
Yeah. Wow.
So if you don't have space in the apartment, this is my.
So this is a dorayaki. You call it a mutant?
Yeah, we call it just dwarf. Dwarf and grouping, clumping.
Okay. So these are going to be separated when they are ready, right?
I don't think I want to separate them because look at how tight this is. I'm so worried. I want to make sure the new owner can enjoy this as a whole bouquet.
You're going to sell this like this?
As is.
Oh.
If I sell plant, I do not cut. I will sell them as is. If my buyer want to make profit, let them. So most of my plant is like all fully intact. I do not cut them.
So you do not sell cutting?
If my own personal plant, I will sell cutting. But if it's my fresh import, I do not cut them. I will sell them as is.
Interesting. Okay. Because I have pretty bad experience with people who import
and they
cut.
Yeah.
And then they want to keep a piece for themselves.
Yeah.
And that actually caused the plant to crash by the time they reach you.
Yeah.
Because you're
they're not ready.
You're traumatizing the plant.
Yeah, you're traumatizing again and again and again. You could do that. I mean, there is nothing wrong about it. It's just that you want to give them ample of time to recover fully before you release that cutting. Otherwise, you're gonna lose on both ends.
Okay, and this is.
This one is this is the Forgetii Thunderbolt.
Forgetii Thunderbolt. Why is it called Thunderbolt?
This is probably a better. So it looks like this. This is because
is it? Is it a Forgetii hybrid?
It's a Forgetii hybrid. It's a hybrid.
So this is a Forgetii Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
And it's kind of probably a hybrid when you see that Forgetii have red sinus, right, or like a red stem, redness in it. Ooh, but do you know what is it mixed with?
No, we don't know.
It is a secret.
It's a secret.
Ooh.
They're not telling me.
I mean, we love it. So these are Thunderbolt. And how long do you think they will take to establish?
I'll definitely keep them a month.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them a month, and we'll see. And this is a new growth. I'm probably gonna lose this because it unfurled during the shipment, and usually that just never lasts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So that's also the thing with the acclimation. Usually you lose the first leaf.
Oh.
Most of the time, not every time, but most of the time you lose it.
So
I
this
hope
is what
gonna-
I do when I get new plants as well, and I think it is just a good practice when you have new plants to have a bin, and then you put the plants in a bin, and it's gonna help with just isolating, quarantining it, because I feel like people just put them with the rest of the plant, and you don't know if there's pests.
Sometimes I do that. That is sometimes my bad habit too. When I'm too lazy, don't have enough time, I learned my lesson in a hard way last year.
Yes, always, I would tell people, like, no matter what, just put it in the bin first and see what happens. Okay, this is another new.
This is something. This is poppy and RVDP
Oh,
with
wow.
variegation.
So this is.
I think the color will be better.
It's kind of like
established.
a minty.
Yeah.
Variegation. Any tips for people who are like me looking for variegated plants?
Actually,
are they harder?
Not really. They're about the same.
They're the same.
They're about the same.
So you wouldn't treat them differently?
I would not treat them differently. It's just that if it has a very high variegation, the blocking type, I would not expose them too close to the light because definitely you're gonna burn them.
Okay.
And don't overwater it because definitely that high variegation is the first one to die.
Oh.
But also learning from my experience in the past, I would not buy small seedling anymore.
Me too. They melt
and then they revert.
Yes.
Because they're not stable yet. So
So we have this one. It's poppy crossed with
RVDP.
the red vein, dark phoenix.
Dark phoenix.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about this other one?
This one? Oh, this is Clarinervium hybrid.
Oh.
So it's the same kind of the one in the front, that big one. A Clarinervium hybrid that has been crossed and recrossed self for multiple generations over 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah. So this is a mature one. So this is the same as that one.
The same? What is it crossed with?
That's why. So the guy doesn't know. So this is Mr. Ukai's work.
Ukai's.
Mr. Ukai. So he's been crossing them, selfing them because he wants to get Clarinervium with this curly edges.
Wow.
So anyway,
definitely a hybrid because the veins.
Yeah.
You can see that the veins are not as crazy as the normal.
Yeah, and likely it's like a pterodactyl in it, right?
But then it doesn't have like these. But yeah, maybe because like
the shape is long.
The shape is long, and then like the edges are also like a little bit funky.
And another thing is that I can think of is maybe what is the other one? The queen, Warocquenium, because it's long, or maybe it's a magnificum because you can find magnificum in Indonesia very easily.
Very easily?
Yeah, so that's the only two other possibility I can think of.
Okay, so he doesn't know, or is it just doesn't want to tell?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I do not want to press.
Yeah, wow. And then there's actually red pinkness in the sinus and the veins, which is so hard to capture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost orangey.
There's like this pink around the edges too.
Yes. Yeah. Really, really pretty variegated clear hybrid. Wow. Yeah, I love it's yellow or is it white? Like both these ones are just so nice. So since we're talking about trends, I think one trend is also curly edges.
All the curly edges, wavy edges.
Yes.
And
So this is one that is the best of both. At the same time, there's a curly, and then there's also color. Wow. Is there any other curly edges?
curly edges.
We're looking for.
Let me see. You
We're
want to
looking for.
Oh, this. You want curly edges? All right, just a minute. This is curly edges.
Okay, so we have one. This is
This is wrong label. This is
Because
wrong label. I just know it. This is Muclis hybrid.
Muclis. What is Muclis?
So here's the thing. Yeah, so that's why I put it as a crystallinum hybrid. So Muclis is being sold so often these days as crystallinum X.
Mm-hmm.
Crystallinum X. So Muclis, we all believe it's mutation from crystallinum.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy who originally, I won't say creator, maybe found the mutation, he found 3 plants, 3 mother plants that he distributed to his friends. So from these 3 plants, now they keep getting all these hybrids. So there are only 3 mother plants that currently either got cloned and they're not being sold at all. So they all just being owned by insider.
And they are from Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Okay. Ooh.
So this one is in the same way. This is the sister. The sister is slightly different. That's why I'm not selling it. Because it's like 2 different plants. This is the sister.
So they are sisters, which means that they have the same parents.
Same parents, same, they're basically from the same inflow.
Mm-hmm. But this
one has less wavy.
looks almost like a different,
right? It looks
different plant.
Yeah, looks different.
Yeah.
But yep.
There are well, I would say this is the prettier sister.
The prettier sister. Someone play favorites.
Yeah. Well, but you are going to keep both of these.
I'm gonna keep both and maybe just make a clone when they're ready.
Okay, so you'll make and I think it's pretty good for cutting because you can see that it has more space in between. So it's not gonna be that.
I know I am just not comfortable cutting
not now
plants.
Not now. Okay. Any other wavy?
Sometimes certain plants I have the clone because of accidental, because I have to cut it because they start showing rots or something. Or maybe sometimes I got, when I pull it out, yanked it a little bit. So at that point, I might as well just cut it.
Okay. Wait, this one is it also curly?
This is a mutation. It's been having such a hard time. That's why I just been leaving it there.
It looks curly.
It is. So this is luxuriant cross with puppy.
So, yeah, I can see it. Mm-hmm.
But it just doesn't like to grow.
Is it from Indonesia as well?
Yes.
And how long have you had this?
Over 6 months. I think it's still in acclimation. After 6 months, it's still not happy.
You know what? This makes me feel happier because it doesn't mean that you're like, sometimes the plant just doesn't like you.
Yeah, see, exactly. I mean,
because I feel bad. Like, oh my god, I bought this like 6 months ago and it's still not thriving. Am I like a bad grower? But the thing is, sometimes some plants just refuse to take off.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it except just keep it alive.
Just keep
it alive as best as you can. You want to see my dragonfly?
Oh.
So dragonfly is another plant that there's only one grower in the entire world. The grower is in a small village in Sumatra. Yeah, I'm yanking everything out. This is almost watering day. Everything is so dry. So dragonfly is also another one of those hybrid that we don't know what, because they kind of like found it and then there is no seed, no seedling. Every dragonfly is cloned.
What?
Because it cannot produce a stable seed. So the guy been trying to grow it from seed. All the babies look like pterodactyl. So that's why we only sell them through clone cutting. And he's the only guy who has dragonfly. And he doesn't sell it to any other people. So, but the logistic bringing into the US is a little bit more.
Why?
Because he's like in a small village, in a different island than Jakarta, and the local official kind of like giving him a hard time. So anyway, yeah, we don't want to go through all that.
So imports is not just the same for every country, or even like within the country, every region can have its own like procedures.
There is
rules,
yes,
regulations that need to be followed based on the local customs.
Yes, so we just try our best not to break the law. So, and of course that creates a lot of friction in the process.
Oh, wow! What is this? This one is also kind
of
this
wavy.
Is,
they call it a Ferrari. The mother plant is owned by a gentleman in Vietnam.
Oh, I haven't heard too many Vietnamese growers.
And he sold one of the clone to my guy in Indonesia. So he already got his mother plant. So he make another clone, and this is the clone. And
this
now it's mine.
Having.
Oh yeah, that's another bad trait. I always forgot to collect pollen.
Yeah, I was looking around and I see that there are actually so many
like this. Like I did not collect pollen, but I did collect it with my finger and put it on one of my plants on that side.
Wow, you see, like it was just like so many
inflows.
This too. Okay, so is this one pollinated?
No.
Wow.
I know, that's like I should have done it, but if I pollinate it and if I have all the seeds, where am I gonna put it? As you can see, not that many space left. That's why I have. This is all like money that is like burned away.
Yeah. But the thing is, like even among growers and sellers, right? I was saying like there are people who buy plants and just like sell them without really like being a collector themselves or plant lover themselves. And then there are people who specialize in import, which is like you. There's people who is in and then even in the import industry, there's different specialization. Some people are from Indonesia, some people is Thailand. Some people is Panama, Philippines, Chinese, Vietnam. So like even among people who do imports, there's different specialties because you need to know people to know people. And then there are people like me who are the people that focus on pollinating and crossing and then producing my own seedlings. I mean, the next time you come to my house, you can see like I'm just seedling galore. But I
producing babies.
Yeah, I produce babies. I produce as like a plant seller, I sell things that I create myself.
Yes.
And if you're not somebody who's interested in that, then you're not.
Correct.
And like I feel like it's like there's no competition.
But
everybody do your own thing. And
but then that means that's why it's also a good thing because it's a special items because no one else can create what you create.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Wait, do you want to show me the plant that you got from me?
Oh yeah. It's on that side. So most of the plant on this side is all mine.
So this one is very consistent. This one's very consistent too. Is there like hamsters in there?
No.
is there like a pet in there? Oh my gosh.
This is all the pet.